Good morning, good morning, good morning. According to this, it says I'm live, so I must be. So we'll see if we get anybody this morning. Short notice. I had a few minutes and finally got things caught up. When you get old, these things happen. We've been in a doctor's office pretty every day this week, so you know how that goes. Hey, Brandy, how we doing this morning? Glad to see you. Hey, Bunk's here. Hey, man, how you doing? Gosh, we got two people already. That's great. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Everybody surviving this little plague of ours? Well, I'm doing good so far. I've managed to survive the plague so far. That hasn't got me. At my age, you want to dodge it pretty good. Yeah, I was turning 77 here. It was kind of didn't think I'd ever make it this far. But anyway, at my age, you do not want the plague. No. So anyway, that's what that's how I'm doing so far. Wife's having a kind of a bad time, but not with the plague, of course. But she has back problems and supposed to have shots in her back. And of course, with this plague, it done everything. That's one of the little things I want to talk about this morning is the new medical profession. And I got great respect for the medical profession, don't get me wrong. But all of a sudden, we've got all this, let's do it over the telephone. And as I said, I think in one of my other videos there, my wife had her complete physical on a regular telephone. Not a cell phone now with a picture where they can see you, a regular telephone. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat for some reason. So around here anyway, they want to do everything over the telephone. I don't care what it is, they want to do it over the phone. And I haven't seen a live doctor since January. And all the VA does is call me up and cancel. 1 second, I got to grab a bottle of water. There, we'll see if that don't help a little bit. Take a little bit more. Anyway, VA called me up the other day. I'm due for my shots in my knees. Actually, I haven't had the, it's something like cortisone shots or something. Anyway, I haven't had them in probably a year and a half. They keep, even before this thing, they were canceling and messing around. But anyway, they called up the other day. I got one for the 17th of this month. And they called me up and they says, we're going to change that over to a telephone consultation. I says, wait a minute. I said, I'm supposed to have shots in my knees. That's going to be cute if you can do that over the phone. And the woman says, oh, she said, I didn't realize that. So anyway, they messed around and they said, okay, you can come out and get your shots. So anyway, so 17th I get them. But not crazy over this way they're doing the medical thing. We can't get into you can't get in to see a doctor. You can't get into anything. And heaven forbid you ain't going to get in the hospital. And if you take somebody to the hospital, and if they do take them into the emergency room, they won't let you in. You got to stay out in the car. Anyway, that's enough on that subject. We're having quite a heat wave here. I don't know how it is with where you guys are, but we've got 90-degree weather, and it goes up pretty close to 100. And that's not normal for us to have a lot of that. And we've had about, I don't know, a good week of it, at least, maybe a week and a half. Hey, that's kidding. Glad to see you. So we're not used to this heat. I got all my air conditioners running, so I'm comfy. So I don't know. They claim we got some more days of this heat. That's a new record for us. We're almost a land of snow and ice, you know. Well, not completely, but you know, we like to kid about it. When I lived up north a little bit further, and we used to claim that we could always tell when spring was coming because the polar bears moved further north. It was something to joke about. Says I got two people left. Somebody left. Who did I lose? Or who have I still got? There you go. Darth Kid is here. I think he's still with us. Brandy, are you still with us? Oh, here's Brandy. Good. Brandy's still here. Maybe Bonk took off. I don't know if he's with us yet or not. Oh, yeah, Darth Kid is here. Okay. Well, shows two, and you two are here, so that's good. So what's going on with you guys? Anything new? Of course, we don't get to go much of anywhere with this pandemic stuff. I haven't watched the news in a couple of days, so I have no idea what it's doing. And actually, I'm happier that way. A good one. If you're thinking of upgrading your computer, be real careful. I mean, you know, if you're putting like new video cards in, it's hot here in Houston. Oh, yes. Well, Houston is. Yeah. My wife's brother lives Universal City, which is somewhere near San Antonio. And he's always hollering about how hot it is. Sure, a little bit further up, but it's still hot. In fact, we have a fellow from Texas at our church right now. He comes up, his brothers are all up here. So he comes up here in the summer for, sometimes he stays 2 months. Sometimes only 6 weeks or so, but he's up here a couple months anyway. And he's a nice fellow. He's from somewhere around Houston. But as I was going to say, if you guys are going to buy a new video card for your computer, be real careful. Because if your monitor is a little on the old side, you're probably going to run into troubles. I've got a couple of friends that have just upgraded. In fact, the one bought a whole new tower and had it built. And he's got a new, what the heck is it? 580 AMD card in it. And his monitor, he has to play games to try with it. He has to click on it 2-3 times to get it to recognize his monitor, to recognize the new video card. So it's, and then some of these video cards are very, very big. New 1660, according to the specs I'm reading, the darn thing's over 4 inches thick. I mean, I mean, you got a thing like this, you're trying to stick it. Most of the time, you don't have that kind of room in your case. Looking to see if any of us are saying anything. Let's see, what else were they going to get? The doctors. So they got you guys on this Teleview stuff. The big pain of this whole thing is a couple of my wife's doctors want her to order the thing over the internet, but they're not really set up as being internet friendly. So when you need a new script, not just renewing your medicine, but you need a new script, you play real games trying to get through to it. And you're supposed to be able to just do that through that rather than email them. Well, I emailed them. That's whether they like it or not. That's what they got. Oh, we had somebody joined us for just an instant there and left. Oh, they're back again. So we have 3 now. Oh, that's not good. There's no street people with it. Oh, AB's kitchen receipts. Oh, thank you very much. AB's Kitchen is with us. That's very good. And thank you for the like. I appreciate those likes. I got a lot of people watching stuff, and they forget to hit likes on it. And of course, I'm guilty of that myself. I'll come watch some of your stuff on your guys' channels, and I'll forget to hit the like button. So I'm just as guilty of it as everybody else. And it's great to have you with us, all 3 of you. Makes me happy. Now, AB's, how hot is it where you are? We were discussing how hot it was here before a little bit. Well, I'm glad. I have another drink. For some reason, I got a little tickle in my throat this morning. Dryness, I think. I've got to clean and refill my humidifier this morning. But I had a minute. I wanted to do a live. Probably will do about a half hour or so. We'll see how things go. Cucumbers and gourds, huh? Well, I've been eating cucumbers. My body temperature stays about the same. Actually, I'm about 1.5 degrees cooler than most people. That's very nice talking to you, Brandy. Well, you're going to go on me, huh? Okay, well, you have a good day, and I thank you very much for coming and for seeing me. I appreciate it. I got to swing around by your channel too. I don't think I've been there for a while. Tell you, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have a lot of yeah, a lot of subscribers, but it's awful hard to get around and get to them all. Always forgetting somebody. And the notifications, I notice, don't work on half these channels. You go ahead and reset them. That don't seem to help. I have to just go on, try to go by memory and click on who haven't I seen lately, and I don't always catch everybody. So I apologize to all of you if I haven't been to you lately. I'm trying. That's one thing I use is I go back on some of these films and I bring up this thing here and like look and see who was there. And I say, oh yeah, I hadn't seen that person lately. So hope I'm down to one now. Who's with me? Darth Kid is here. Yay. You're quite loyal. You're usually here to the end with me. That's good. Of course, this was kind of a weird time of day for me to jump in there too, but I have to do it when I got a moment. And most of the time, I don't have a moment. You'd think at my age, I'd have all kinds of time. I don't. I've always got something going on. Always helping somebody set something up or do something, and helping somebody straighten out their computer, or and of course, try to help the wife with housework as much as possible, and stuff like that. So Darth Kid, are you into video gaming? Yes, okay. Far Cry 5. Yeah. What the heck is that name of that new one? No, I didn't. On the Epic Game Store. I'll make a note of that. Oh, it was 2 months ago. I wonder if it's still there. Oh, it was free for a week. Okay, well, I missed that one. That's okay. They'll be back around or something. But the Epic Game Store, I'll have to remember to check that out once in a while. I was going to tell you, Far Cry 5 New Dawn. That's the one. It's a takeoff on the Far Cry 5 one. It's after the nuclear bomb hit. It's kind of, and after that deal. But I'll tell you one thing, it's a better game than the Far Cry 5 was. And what got me into the Far Cry series, I originally played Far Cry 2. Picked it up at a goodie bin somewhere, and I played it, and I liked it. So anyway, I found Far Cry 1, which is pretty primitive, but I did that one. So I played Far Cry 3, 4, and 5. Now 3 and 4 are almost the same game as far as I'm concerned. Uh, Change the characters a little bit, but other than that, it's one of their crazy systems where they set up, well, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, and 4. Uh, you get killed in all of them. One, you've survived. You get to go through live on that one, but in Far Cry 5, you can survive. And I don't know how Far Cry 5 New Dawn is going because I just got into it uh, pretty good. So I'm, enough that I can tell you that it's a much better game actually than Far Cry 5 was. Even though it's set in the same area, they've just they went through and they redone everything, like the bomb, blown this stuff, different stuff up and what have you. And anyway, it's a pretty interesting game to play. Not bad. Of course, I've done all the war games there. There goes my mind. I had to think of the name of the blasted things. Call of Duty and the other one. Battlefield 4. That was a good one. In fact, I use Battlefield 4 when I'm benchmarking and testing a lot, because that one there draws a lot on a video card. So if you know. So what other games do you play? Oh, Black Ops 3. Now, I haven't played that one, but it should be a good game. Yeah. Of course, I did all that Oblivion series there. That remember some of the other names. It's not going to be quite a while since I played them. Um, did all those, and I did all the Fallout series. Did all those, and Fallout series, though, that gets awful repetitious because they're all following the same thing, and they're fun, but it's need to change them a little bit. Of course, usually with me, um, I get a game. It's either free or it's cheap because not giving them $60 for a game. Out of a Social Security check, that's a lot of money. So you don't get into wasting money on. And now I was reading an article the other day, and it said that the video games, the standard price is going to go to $70 now. And I tell all my friends, don't pay $70. Wait, month or two, and it'll be on Steam for half price or something, you know. In fact, New Dawn was on Steam for like $14, I think it was. Now, do you do all your gaming on the computer, or are you using an Xbox or something like that? Yeah, the Xbox One. Yeah, that's a good system. I don't know. I've always done all my gaming last 10 years or better strictly on the PC. It, when my kids were growing up, we had all the different systems. In those days, they used to change systems on you every little while. And actually, one of the best systems out there was one of the first beginning ones was Caligo. 2,100 subs, yay! That's good. That is really good. I'm at 1360. I think it is. Yeah. I don't know. Mine goes strange. I'll get a bunch of subscribers, and all of a sudden I'll lose 5 or 6 at once, and then a couple of days later they're all back. It's all, I don't know. It's something to do with the AI on YouTube, I think. I'm not sure what the heck going on with it, but the trying to figure out this mainstream thing. The more likes you can get, the more mainstream you'll get, and you'll pick up more people. Likes seem to be the big thing that this new AI is looking for. And I've been trying to hit on some system where I get a video that actually took off. I mean, I've got some MSI stuff that's got, one SMI video that's got like 25,000 views, but it's hard to get. Now, I just did that one, Mr. Whiskers for President. I don't know if you saw that or not. I thought it was cute. And everybody around me here thinks it was a good one. They thought that'd take off and go somewhere, but I don't know. I think it's got like 150 some views now. I haven't totally checked it. Holy cats. Well, I think something this with the video games and stuff. You're with the younger generation, I think, and what have you. I think you can get them a little more watched like that. But you had to be good with something there something clicked to get you right into the stream where they watched it. Let me see if I can tell you. If I can come up with this in a hurry. Let me see. See, I don't get into large numbers. I got okay. That MSI Game Boost I just did a couple months ago. That's got 16,542 views. I got one with MSI Command Center. It was 5,000 something. I got one way back. If I can get back there somehow. Let's see. Watch me scoot over the top of it, probably. MSI Command Center fan settings, 26,333 views. I'm proud of that one. I said, well, that's cool. Yep, that's why I tried. I try to keep my channel different. I don't know. You've noticed I do a little of everything. It's like I thought that would be an answer to the world, but I don't know. Of course, I just do basically I do the stuff I'm interested in and stuff I get requested for. For a long time there, I had an awful lot of requests for old money and stuff, and I happened to had some old coins and stuff, and I know people that do, so I was able to do quite a lot of videos on them, and some of them have done pretty well. I mean, like I did one here. This one just blew my mind. Old $2 bills. I got 4,100 people watch that, which I thought was pretty good. I mean, Well, here's one. My 5 centavo piece. 18,660 people watched that one. It's strange how some stuff takes off. Some of my old British money and stuff like that, 1,400, 2,000 on Elizabeth II penny. So, I mean, there's some. But I don't know. Some that I really thought that would go somewhere didn't, and other stuff has went. I got a 1907 Liberty Head nickel. That's got 3,733. That gives you an idea on some of this. Some of this stuff goes weird and some don't. I'd like to get one like you get, though. I saw that on in the YouTube deal about end cards, and I haven't looked into them really heavy to see. But you think that's a good idea? So I'll take your advice, and I'll have to look into that. End screens. Okay. I'm making notes. End screens. I will look into that, see about getting into some of that. I got into this thing and I I started this YouTube thing as a hobby. Uh, Downside, you put them at the end of each video, you'll get some more views and subs. That's good. I definitely got to get into this. Well, even though I've been into this thing a couple of years now, I don't have all the everything figured out yet. I've When I got into this thing, as I say, I started as a hobby. Somebody said to me, "Well, you ought to make videos, and some of the stuff and what have you." And I said, "Okay." So I jumped into them. Boy, a few of the first couple of times in front of a camera, I was totally. You can tell if you go back and look at some of them. But anyway, I just got into making intros and stuff like that for my videos for a long time. I just made the video and threw the whole thing out there. A lot like I did with the Mr. Whiskers for President one. I just kind of made that up and tossed it out there as one thing because I didn't want to put anything with it because I didn't want to take away from it. I was kind of had a theme going there. And I've had a lot of people want me to make some more. They figure I ought to take this Mr. Whiskers for President and kind of run a campaign thing with him, I don't know. What do you think of that? I think it might be kind of fun. But I shoot most of my videos are done with my this 920 was that Logitech made it camera or my cell phone, and that's what I use mostly. And I just got into making the intros and stuff. Well, I'm not too good at editing. I've got Adobe, which is great for putting my videos together because a lot of times I'll just make little pieces and put it all together and it comes out smooth. I was very, very happy with the Mr. Whiskers one because if you pay attention to the music, it ends perfectly at all. There you go. That's what I got. Adobe. Yeah, Adobe Premiere. Elements 2019. That seems to work pretty good. I had 13 and I had to get to 19 because when I rebuilt my computer, that stuff was on a hard drive and I lost it. And I went looking for the disk and the discs were gone. And I think that she might have tossed it. And I went to the Adobe. I couldn't download it because they'd done away with that copy. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Somebody was beating on the door. The Adobe is really nice. You drop your sections in the little blocks, and that works pretty nice. I also use FreeCam 8. That's a nice program to take, and you put your stuff in it and you run it and have your volume down on that, and then you can put your volume up on FreeCam 8 and you can re-record right over the top of it. So if you're out somewhere and you're doing an outside video and a lot of noise and what have you, you can come home and do what you want with it. That works pretty good. I cannot get Adobe to let me voice over into it or anything. It just will not recognize the mic stuff. I don't know why, but it told me, it says I needed some program. Well, I went looking for the program and it didn't exist. I don't know what the heck went on. So are you able to voice over on Adobe? Oh, yes, you are. Well, I don't know why it won't let me get on mine, because it tells me I don't have some program, and I go looking for that. It don't exist. And I asked a friend of mine, and he said he had the same problem. And so I don't know. I would really like to get my Adobe so I could voice over and what have you. So I'm getting a little bit better at this editing. We have the 2020 version. I got 2019. Or, yeah, 2019. That's the newest one I got. Yeah, 2019 I got. And even my 2013 had a place on there that said, you know, you could use your mic and this and that and all this other stuff. It never would work. And I haven't been able to get the voiceover on this either. I don't know why. Of course, I blame it on Windows 10. In fact, right now I'm fighting with Windows 10. They keep wanting to give me that major update of theirs. And when they first came out with that major update, they were having all kinds of problems. So if I set this way, I keep the lighting better. So I've tried to, you know, trying to keep this thing from updating. And the one thing about the big update that they got, that they want to give me, and most people don't know it, once you do that, you no longer can delay the updates. They've taken that right out of the thing. But this way here, every 7 or 8 days, I have to go in and hit it that I won't let it update. I've been doing that now for about 2 months, I think it is. Let's see. Well, month and a half. It's been wanting to hit me with that, and I wouldn't let them do it. Oh, you got your version for free. Hey, that's cool. Free is always a great thing. To get it free. Well, my Office that I got for free. I got another telephone ringing. I'll be right back. Well, we won't pay attention to that because that's just a call telling us that medicine's ready somewhere. Yeah, I got my Office. I got well, I'm gonna laugh at this one. A few years back, I went back to college, I started the first time, and well, that was when during the Vietnam War. And anyway, I ended up in the military. So anyhow, I never got to finish college. So anyway, a few years ago, I went back to college for 2 years, and I got my office through the college. I don't think it was free, but it was almost. I mean, it was very cheap, and that's my office program I use yet. Actually, actually, the only thing I really use out of that is Microsoft Word. I do a lot with that, not just for typing and writing. Most people don't know, but you can take pictures and put them in that and resize them and what have you. You can do some great stuff with that. The Well, this program I was telling you about, the FreeCam 8, that's free. They have a paid version too, but I use the free version. What else do I use? I got a couple, three programs I use, and I can share my screen while doing these live streams. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I know how to do that. I don't think there's anything here that says share screen. No. Just YouTube. I just go to the it's like you were going to post a video, and of course, then the live thing is there, and you just hit live, and yes, I have. In fact, I think I've got it downloaded somewhere on one of my hard drives or something. I've got one, two. I got like 4 hard drives. I got stuff stored all over the place, and I've got lots of these little. Oops. I'm used to having the camera up there. These little memory chips, I got these all over the place, full of stuff. I probably got it right here somewhere. I haven't done anything with it. I find as you get older, it takes me a little longer to study some of this stuff. To make it work and understand it. So you're using this OBS well, you use that in conjunction with YouTube. What I did with OBS, I was experimenting with it because you could put different backgrounds in it. And I got my tickle in my throat back again. I don't know why. And I was experimenting with that a little bit, green screening. And I never really had much chance to really work with it. As I say, most of the time I have less time to do anything than than when I was working. Uh, I didn't quit. I didn't quit working until I was 71, and as I say, now I'm 77. So we got somebody else with us. I don't know who. I see we got two there. Yeah. So I haven't really done much with that OBS. I started to play with it for that part of it, and that was it. Uh, kind of got away from the whole idea of it there when everything else going on. I some of my stuff I edit right through Microsoft. Ah, the right through the photo part of this. Um, when you bring up a film or picture, or whatever on here, uh, with just the regular Windows 10 thing, you can do quite a lot of editing. You can cut stuff out and what have you with that, which sometimes works pretty good. The that one Mr. Whiskers for President. If you watch where the cat is playing, uh, which wasn't the best, I have an awful time with him trying to film him while he's playing because the minute he sees the camera, he stops. Uh, but when I do get him to play, I'm trying to hold the camera in one hand and play the other, and that's why that came out in that the mode it did. Um, but anyway, where it says more playtime across it, it keeps coming in. I just learned how to do that, so that was kind of cool. But I thought the music came out really, really well on that Mr. Whiskers for President. I really did. It seemed to fit all the way through. In fact, I've had several comments on it that people that how well they liked the music. It was the way that it did, and it ended perfect. I mean, it came out really nice. And some of these people can put out some really pretty great stuff. And some of them got some great cameras and stuff. Uh, oh, the free cam 8 there. I use that. Like if you see, I've tried a couple of video games way back. I was trying to. That's what I was trying to show them on there. I use that for anything live that I'm doing like that. I mean, it'll let you film that any way you want to, and then you can. It lets you film your screen. Is what it does. Let's see. We got somebody else now. We got three people. I don't know who we got, but okay. I use GeForce Experience to record my games. There's no lag in the recording. Do I have lag now? Do you notice? I mean, I don't know how this looks out there on to other people, but GeForce Experience. I have to look into some of this stuff. Okay. I did notice one thing you have to be careful of, or you get your voice out of sync. If you happen to use the wrong camera or whatever, the speeds will be different and they don't match up. I haven't had that problem, and I only had it, I think, once, and that I learned in a hurry that, oh, okay, because I got one old camera here that I can't use. I've got a, let's see, where have I got it? Oh, I'd have to move that. I got this Nikon. I've used a couple times, but it's for a it's supposed to be a good camera, but I find that the quality of the pictures off my cell phone is better than this thing. So you know. Well, I don't know who all is with me. I got three, I guess. But I'm going to have to cut it short because I'm going to have to get going now. So I've been on here about an hour. Darth Kid, I really appreciate you talking to me and the advice. And we'll have to do it again. And I don't know who the other two people are that are with me. But I appreciate you all being here. And I thank you. And I think I'm going to end it now. And because I got an appointment and I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I appreciate you all being here. God bless you all. Darth Kid, we'll talk later on this stuff. And I really appreciate you being here, and I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy having you all. So I thank you all very much. And God bless. We'll catch you all later.